Hey everyone, welcome back to Crypto Cash. Thanks again for joining me here. Hope you're having a fantastic day. Taking a quick look here at Avalanche, seeing what's going on. It's performing almost exactly like we wanted it to, but with a few exceptions. It's broken free from this descending trend, which is an extremely important thing. We are getting close to an overextended state, but we are testing that upper range of that volume profile, so we want to talk about that and what that might mean here. We're also going to look at some backend data and just clarify a few things for us. Before we get started though, I do want to ask you to just simply like the video if you could. Please help us grow the community. If you want to be part of something bigger and better, jump on over to our Discord. We have a phenomenal group of traders over here with some of our premium groups. Thanks again so much for the wonderful feedback. Solana 40% scalp there, and Matic nice little 12% there. And yesterday we did take a nice sweet little 11x long, hit good 18-19% with our premium group. So again, thanks so much for the phenomenal feedback. Glad to hear it's working out well for you. If you are considering joining, make sure you do it soon. We are going to have limitations on the amount of members in our group just to ensure we have more one-on-one time with you. Okay. Again, check that out in your own time, cryptocash.tech. With this coin, though, what we want to look at here is we're going to start open with some, this is scary for shorts. Awesome for longs, though. Keep this in mind. When the situation occurs where you have a ton of liquidation just above the current price point, we can see that price action is going to get hit hard. Okay, you can see there's probably probably a good chance that some folks are head shorted right there at 21.6. But if you're shorting at 21.6, you might want to consider closing your position because that is a crazy amount of liquidation at one level. So my guess is there's a high amount of liquidation, or correction, a high amount of leverage being used to cause this concentrated amount of liquidation at this level. Either way you look at it, $22 and $21.60 have targets now on their back for potential liquidations. And again, just the reason why this is relevant is because those are areas of concentration where the whales gravitate towards. Look at this here. This is where longs got wrecked too, right there. Look at that candle wick all the way down to wipe out almost every single long that was taken a long position at $20.35. Now we're starting to see the inverse apply with the upside, where the shorts are starting to get a potential squeeze on the horizon. So please be careful shorting this coin right now. There's no doubt it could continue lower, and it's like it may not even be relevant, but generally speaking, those are targeted areas. Okay. Just quickly note the daily here. We do got a bit of a fair value gap left open down as low as $18. I don't think that's a probability at this point, considering how well we've responded. Now that we've broken through this descending trend and we're still remaining above the 20-day SMA, I think we're in good shape. 4-hour time frame. This is where things get obviously quite interesting. My favorite time frame to kind of identify shifts in momentum, because again, the daily does look like it was kind of bearish when we looked at it earlier, but we're still maintaining above the trend line, so we're in good shape, right? Well, let's double check that. We're above all three moving averages here, the important ones, which we were, by the way, soundly below that about 24 to 48 hours ago. The 200-day SMA is traveling behind. That's closer to 17, not a big concern. The key takeaway here is that we're maintaining above all three, and those are averaging out at about $20.70. That should be a good support level for us. Plus the fact that we are up over this 0.382 fib here at about $21, that could maintain as a support level for us. Okay, I like to emphasize the word could, because there's a possibility the price could pull back here to bounce off this level, as a lot of times descending trend lines will get retested again before they come back up. Okay, so there's a possibility of that. But what's the probability here? Well, the probability looks like the price action should continue higher, mainly because we have a MACD convergence here still converging. We talked about that yesterday being a positive sign. Not the only reason to take entry, but a good confirming factor. We can also see here as well that we have the money flow index increasing as well. So that's a really awesome situation there. So all in all, looking pretty darn sweet here for this coin. I mean, it's fantastic stuff right now. RSI is up over 50, below 70. I don't see any potential downside here, minus a natural pullback, minus pending Bitcoin doesn't retest 36, 37,000. We should be in good shape here. Again, I know that's always the complementing factor there, isn't it? Or the mitigating factor, however you look at it. It's important to recognize that Bitcoin has control over a lot of stuff. Speaking of which, let's quickly compare this coin with Bitcoin. Just kind of take a look at the charts. And you tell me, how does this look compared to Bitcoin? Bitcoin's making higher highs and higher lows. Avalanche, parallel highs, parallel lows, basically range bound between 1975 and 2175. Okay, we break free from 2175, this 0.5 Fibonacci level, and continue higher. We should be in very good shape to see the price retest its high here at about 25 here, this most recent high. Again, a lot of good complementing factors. Let's take a look at the hourly and wrap this up here for you. Again, thank you so much for watching. If you've stuck through the whole video. Some people fast forward to the end, which I think is crazy because they're just doing themselves a disservice. They're not really learning a lot. And that's okay. Different strokes for different folks, but do me a favor, hit the like button, Greatly appreciate that. And obviously comment below if you can. Let me know what kind of position you have with Avalanche. Last but not least here, we're well above the cloud here, lagging Spanish free and clear of the price action, conversion lines over the baseline. So we have a good 12 hours here, 12-hour runway before you should consider closing your long position. Yeah. So again, as I talked about previously, we were consolidating at resistance, broke through that level, came up to retest this level here. It does look like we are in pretty good shape here to continue. We're not overextended whatsoever on the hourly. So my speculation here is the price will either go sideways and up, or we could see a pullback to this this lower level here at about $20.80. We identified that on the 4-hour time frame being somewhat of a support with the moving averages all right here. We've also got the Ichimoku cloud backing us up. So I think there's a great chance we're going to be in good shape here. I would consider a long here at about $20.85. I'm going to reevaluate if the price comes down to that level and see if it might be worth taking a position at that point. So that's kind of where we're at. What are your 2 cents? What do you think is going to happen next? I'd love to hear more. Comment below. Give us an idea of what's going on. And great to get to work with you if you want to jump on over to our Twitter, Telegram, and or Discord. I hope you all have a great rest of the day. Thanks again for watching. We'll see you in the next one. Take care.